Nearly $1.5 million in service and staff cuts are being recommended by city administration. It's coming to City Council on Monday in response to Council's budget season directive to limit the overall tax levy hike to 4%.
If approved as is, it would bring the cancellation of some bus routes, as well as the closure of Nebing Arena and most outdoor rinks. Vasilios Bellos reports.
Some significant service cuts are being recommended to City Council.
It's difficult for administration because we are providing these services and we think these services are important.
City administration compiled a list of 28 service items to eliminate, which would save $1.5 million. That's based on a City Council decision during the 2023 budget process to achieve a 4% tax levy hike. One of the most significant recommendations is the closure of Nebing Arena, a facility with approximately 4,000 users. It's also being recommended to reduce outdoor rink operations by 80%, resulting in 31 site closures. City Manager Norm Gale explained some of the criteria when compiling the list.
Usage by users, revenue, expenses, and the targets that we had. We came up with, at this point, at this stage, in our view at least, the most palatable options for council.
2 bus routes would also be shut down, including one in Nebing and one that serves Fort William First Nation. The city didn't consult the First Nation regarding the recommendation. The cuts from all the list items combined would result in the loss of 11.5 full-time equivalents worth of employees.
We need to be helping out families and not making cuts where it hurts families.
CUPE Local 87 President Derek Fournier, whose union represents workers at Nebing Arena, feels the cuts will hurt his members and the community that relies on these services. Fournier believes if the cuts are necessary, they should be coming from the city management ranks.
There's inflated management. There's more directors and supervisors and that we've seen ever, but there's a lot of salaries there that they're paying that they may not need to.
The process to prepare for the 2024 budget season is already beginning, with a budget review calendar coming to council on Monday as well. City Manager Norm Gale warns that if the community wants a lower tax levy next year, cuts will go beyond what's currently being recommended.
Much more is coming in order to keep the tax levy below 5%. And people will hear that and say, well, that's very high. Relatively, yes, it is. To drive it even lower, it's more millions of dollars. This is the start.
CUPE Local 87 is organizing a gathering in front of City Hall Monday at 4:30 before the meeting in opposition of the service cuts. Vasilios Bellos, TBT News.